So I just wanted to say something that's worth mentioning. The Cinematheque, it's the Cinema Institute in Tel Aviv, is holding this weekend, Sunday, Monday, they're having an event, 30 years to the falling of the Berlin Wall. We will mark this event with new classic and new films from Germany. So this is part of deleting Jewish history. I mean, a German friend of mine from Berlin actually posted on Facebook that we're marking, how many years has it been? Is it 71? My math is bad. 20. More than 70 years for Kristallnacht, which happened on the 9th of October, which was a horrific event where the Jewish synagogues were burned. It wasn't the number of Jews that were burned, also animals. I actually read a book where dogs that were owned by Jews were thrown out of windows. Yes, that's right. Pets of Jews were thrown out of windows in Austria, in Germany, on Kristallnacht, which happened on November 9th, 1938. It's not nice to remember. It actually marked the beginning of the Holocaust, because after that, everything went down the hill, and the violence towards Jews and minorities and pets of Jews. Yes, many people don't know, but dogs that were owned by Jews were murdered. Yes, that's right. Cats and dogs were murdered, rounded up and murdered if they were owned by Jews. So why is the Cinematheque in Tel Aviv not mark this event? Why do they mark the falling of the Berlin Wall? It doesn't affect us really. It affects history, yeah, it's an important event. But shouldn't we, as a Jewish state, be more aware of Kristallnacht? Shouldn't we be... Holocaust Memorial Day is once a year, but what about Kristallnacht? It's a very important event to mark the violence towards Jews, and especially also, in our case, dogs that were owned by Jews. You know, just because they were owned by Jews, they were euthanized, they were murdered, they were tossed out of windows. It's really, the accounts of witnesses are horrific. Just because you were owned by a Jew, the dogs were tortured. And we should really mark this event. And with all due respect for the Berlin Wall falling down, also have to remember that nowadays neo-Nazis are gathering in what was formerly the communist part of Germany. East Germany is like a fertile ground for anti-Semitism, and the neo-Nazis are quite active in that part of Germany. So while the western part of Germany progressed and learned about the Holocaust, East Germany was not so well informed. So let's remember Kristallnacht and remember that there's no place for fascism anymore, and focus on that and not let anyone forget that. You can watch films on YouTube about Kristallnacht, and although only 91 Jews statistically were murdered, it's the brutality, the way they tossed Jewish property, animals, just the brutality, the sheer brutality, while the neighbors just stood by and did nothing. This is why it's very important for me to speak out against indifference. I'm talking about a woman yesterday that I saw walking, looking at her phone while her dogs walk behind her, crossing a busy road. And when I say something, she attacks me. No. We should always be active when we see abuse towards animals, letting them go free in busy roads, not watching children also, and just not caring about electrical bikes on sidewalks that can harm elderly people and dogs. The indifference in Israeli society and other societies is the cause of fascism rising. Peace, light, and love. Bye.